Hi, welcome back to Pianoforte Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Audrey. I'm joined by my other host, Felicia.
Hello.
Hello.
And today we have a guest with us.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Simon.
Simon or Simon. Depends
Both
on
would be
which
fine.
language you speak.
Yeah, really, both is fine. So you
You can be a bit louder.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. We are in Simon's place in a very cloudy situation right now. The weather in Germany is pretty drab these days, but it's fine, I guess. We roll with it. For the ones who are only listening, that's a bit of TMI, but for the ones who's watching, it clears up some of the wonders, I hope. Right. So, yeah, we're having a guest which has no clue what we're doing today.
That's my situation. So yeah.
The topic for today is kind of the same as we did with Britta, right, Fish?
Yeah.
It's just gonna be about Simon as the person.
Yes.
About his projects and about his job, his instrument, yada yada yada. So first of all, Simon, hi.
Hi, Audrey.
Would you like to explain a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so I will just explain what my situation is right now, maybe.
Musically,
Or
yeah.
Okay.
You don't need to tell where you're born. If you want to, it's also fine.
No, it's fine. So I studied at the same music college as Audrey and Britta did, and Felicia as well. It's been a while, but I finished it in 2020, and right now I'm teaching for a living, and I have 3 band projects right now. One is where I play drums and write the songs and compose and arrange it, and also do the production with Michael together, and that's a project Audrey is also with me. That's called Of Dreams and Nightmares. You also talked about it with Britta a little bit.
Yeah,
in the
because
podcast.
Britta is also the singer in that band.
Yeah, she's a singer. Yeah, and then we have Andy and Michael as well in the band. Yeah.
It's a very small community.
Yeah, maybe
Yes,
you
it
will
is.
have all of them in the show. I don't know. So
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my main project right now, because I do the whole writing, and that's something I never did before, and that's kind of where I put all my heart into it right now. So that's the main thing I do.
And just to clarify, you are which instrument do you play?
Yeah, I'm a drummer. I mostly play drums, yes.
Mostly.
And I that was also my main subject in the music college. So yeah.
A little bit of a little TMI, a little throwback as well. I used to be really scared of Simon. He used to have this like kind of an amazing haircut that he covers one of his eyes with his bangs.
Yeah,
I do not remember that anymore.
emo haircut.
The emo
incoming.
moment of Simon. I used to be really.
I see.
The thing is, I entered the school as he had that haircut, so I was horribly terrified of this guy for some weird reason. Now we are both like, I don't know, cracker heads.
So now you don't have to run away, I guess.
No, I also did not run away from you back then.
Yeah.
It's just like I avoid. All right.
Yeah, I mean, that was the situation. We both were at the Abe a lot. So
yeah, it
that
started from me being very clumsy that I forgot my keys a lot to the rehearsing room. And I would just I would hear him playing drums because drums are loud.
Yes, we hear them everywhere.
You can't do
Right?
anything about it.
And then I would just knock on his door and pop my head and be like, "Hi, can I borrow your keys?" Literally. That's how the friendship started.
I wish I wanted to see that. That would have been so funny.
Yeah, wait. Were we not friends yet, Fish, back that time?
I can't
Maybe,
remember.
maybe
We
not.
probably kind of friends.
Kind of friends. No, at that point, even I haven't known Nadine, the Indonesian girl that also studied in the music college.
Didn't you guys meet at the first day of class?
Nay, no.
No?
Mm-mm. Like, it was already like a month or something.
I see. Okay.
So that's how a little TMI and a little throwback. Have you worked with Felicia?
No, we didn't
I
have a
don't know,
project
we didn't.
together. But I remember
What?
one thing that the first time I came into the German's room. German is
Our professor.
a professor
Yeah.
of the music college, and we had Groove and Jam. There was this
Oh yeah.
where a lot of people were in one room, and we were kind of just trying to play something that German
One
gave
song
us, or
together.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I remember the first time when I came in, you offered me the piano because you thought that I would be a piano player. I kind of
I
remember
do not
that.
remember that. Oh no.
That's very cute though. Because I directly knew you as a drummer. Like,
Yeah.
because of that experience.
I mean,
It's like-
Felicia knew seconds afterwards because I had to sit on the drum set. And kind of everybody wanted to have a drummer because there was no drummer, I think, in that
Yes.
class before.
Yeah, in that class, I think there was none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So you guys actually know each other longer than I know any of you. And obviously,
Yeah.
I came
Yeah.
here later than you both.
Yeah. But actually, we
Yeah.
hadn't worked together in any project.
No, we didn't play together in a band.
Mm.
That's really weird that the shuffles of the school, like when each semester we get new projects and they shuffle the bands, and it's really fascinating. Not only fascinating, but it's kind of also like, it makes me just realize now that my friends that I'm close with, like Britta and Simon, have never worked with you, Fish, but I'm also close with you, and it just like, it trips me out. Sometimes I feel like, they must have worked together.
I mean, it was in
No.
the first years of the college, so there was not
Yeah.
much to play together. Also, I mean, after the first year, I was resting 1 year, so I had.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
started. You guys
right,
started
yeah.
together, and then you took a semester holiday semester.
Yeah, just to prepare myself a little bit more in drums, especially because I felt in the beginning I was not really ready to go on with the studies.
Yeah,
because there
okay.
were so many different drummers that were so much better, especially
So-
in technique.
There were a lot of good drummers. You're
Yeah.
also pretty good.
And
So yeah, a little like a recap. Not really a recap, but like Felicia, you graduated 2019. Simon
Correct.
graduated 2020, same like Britta, and I graduated 2021.
Yes.
So yeah. So yeah, that's the situation currently, right?
right.
So again, Simon is the same. You graduated the same year as Britta, then, right?
Yes.
But you started together with Felicia originally.
I actually started a half a year later.
Because so you're the weird
Yeah.
jahrgang that is like nobody's there.
Yeah, because it was the pre-studium, Vorstudium.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
They called
three
it
of us.
Basisstudium back then.
Ah, yeah, Basisstudium, yeah.
The three of us.
And then they changed it for Studium.
The three of us did
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
we
also
did.
that.
And Felicia, you did the whole year, and I did a half a year, so we
Yeah.
kind of met there. Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
Mm.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep.
Good.
Wait, so Simon, so I know you play the drums, but you also play other instruments, right?
Yeah, I kind of start. Yeah, I will come to these. So, I started to play piano actually when I was 9-ish. I don't know, 8 or 9, and I was learning like classical piano. I also had like books that you know, like the Russische Klavierschule, I think.
I've never used Russische Klavierschule, but I know of them. Yes.
You know the book, yeah. And yeah, that was what I did, I think, until I was 15, I think. And also, while I was playing the piano, I always wanted to go more in the rock direction. So I kind of started from the classical stuff that we did in the end. I mean, in the beginning, you just, what you teach,
Basics.
like basics and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then I wanted to went on to go on to play something like Billy Joel or stuff like that, because that was interested me more, because especially my dad also is a really good piano player. He played in several bands for really a lot of years. And
I didn't know that. Wow.
I didn't know that either.
and he was playing all the stuff that he was playing in the bands when he was at home. And then I always
So
wanted
he
to
is
play
also
that
like
as well.
a pop rock stuff.
Yeah, he also
Pianist.
started with the classical stuff.
I mean, hello, yeah, same.
Yeah, and also he was playing the church organ for a while.
Oh, I also learned
Wow.
organ for a while. We learned organ for a while, electones at least.
Electone, yeah, but I never went past electone.
The thing is, there's no actual like pipe church organ, not really in Indonesia. Very, very small amount.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's not a huge thing. We usually
it's
do
not.
the Heimorgel, the electric ones.
one, yeah.
So yeah, that's another thing. But yeah, we kind of know how to play it, but not really the.
I mean, it's a lot different when you
appropriate
also have to play with your feet, right? And stuff.
Yeah, I mean the Heimorgel also you need to play with the feet.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah. So it's technically similar, but still a bit different.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, actually, my dad had also one of those in his parents' house. They also
The
had
electric
one.
one.
Yeah.
The electones, okay.
And yeah, so that's how I started, kind of, and then I went on. I think I did a break of, I don't know, maybe half a year or something like that, and then there was the situation when I really started to listen to music, like the stuff I started to hear when it was Blink-182, Sum 41, all the pop punk stuff, Green Day, and The Offspring, and that was what I loved back then, and I still do. I really like this kind of stuff, and then that's kind of, if you can play fast, then it's kind of easy to play this stuff. So that was kind of the stuff we start when we started to make a band. And there was actually 2 guys in my class.
We.
No, not we.
Oh yeah, okay. You guys,
Yeah.
you and your friends. We okay.
Yeah, I was 15 or 16, and there were 2 guys in my class in school that one of them was playing guitar and one of them was playing bass, and they said they need a drummer because that's the main punk constellation: guitar, bass, and drums. And then you just need someone who managed to bring some words out in the right height of the notes, so he can kind of sing, but it's not too important.
The right key, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, the bassist managed to do that in the beginning. So they said, yeah, we need a drummer, but I hadn't played the drums before, and I hadn't had a drum set, so I was kind of the bassist that's kind of got me a drum set on eBay, a really cheap one.
Oh, your first
Wow.
drum set.
Yeah, I said to him that I was thinking about getting a drum set, but I was not really set, and he kind of misunderstood that,
Okay.
and then he got me one, and then like I had to pay it, but he just
I mean,
got me
yeah,
one.
sure.
And then it kind of started like that, and then we
How cute. Wait, and
When
when
that's
did
really
you
cool.
when did you start playing guitar?
at the same time around, because I wanted to,
Answer.
especially just directly from the beginning, I wanted to write my own music in that kind of genre. So you kind of need another instrument than drums to write other music, music like that. And
Yeah.
especially I wanted to understand how the music works, like because there was just a lot of power chords. So if you can move them around quickly, that's all you need in the beginning. And yeah. And
Right.
then I was just trying to learn that and get faster and faster, and then it was started from that. And then I was just trying to learn guitar, drums, bass was actually a little bit later. I think bass, I really learned the basics from Bernd in the Hochschule.
So, there was a class one time a couple times actually, in our college that is like bass fundamentals for non-bassists.
Yeah. I still got the script.
Just so many people wants to learn the bass, kind of, or because we are always running out of bassists. So,
Yeah.
so a lot of people be like, okay, I might be interested in learning
Yeah.
a new instrument, which is a 4-string guitar.
And I mean, I could play bass before, but just with a pick. And because when you can play guitar, you kind of can play the bass.
You can navigate through the bass.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I had no idea about playing with fingers.
The technique for the fingers is bit unique.
Yeah, and it was really good to have a good professor that could teach the basics in the right way. Because when you learn something in the wrong way in the beginning, it's so much work to throw that.
To undo
change
that
it,
and then learn it.
Yeah, because the three of us are also teachers. As Simon also said, he also teaches for a living right now. So we can understand that problem, right, Fish?
Yep.
When you
We
get
can.
like a transfer students that they previously learned something the weird way or like wrong way, and then you're just like, well, okay,
Yeah.
now let's redo
Yeah.
this. How to rewire this? It's almost like a kabel salad, and then you try to
Undo.
yeah,
Unlearn. You make them unlearn it.
yeah, it's really weird.
Hmm.
But that's pretty cool. So you play like he's basically a one-man band, right? He also sings
Yeah.
to a certain degree.
Yeah. Yeah.
To a certain degree, so that's
I mean, I will not say that you are as good as Britta.
No,
That would
that's
be a
that's
very
what
obvious lie.
I was saying, that it's kind of right. So I'm really glad when I can record myself and do it over and over again, so I finally have a good take. But
So you're not trusting yourself for live performances. What we did though, we did even like a cappella group.
yeah, and that was so hard. But I'm really glad that I did it, because I learned a lot from it.
Yeah.
And I kind of think that in some genres I would feel comfortable to sing, like especially in the punk thing, because nobody cares if you sing a wrong note. But and sometimes I'm also comfortable to sing backings,
Yeah.
like I did with Niklas.
You can sing backings on Of Dreams and Nightmares.
Yeah, I also thought about that, but it's also like how the voices mix. If the voices
but
mix not
here's the
well.
caveat, right? Why is Simon today our guest today? There is actually a main reason behind it. So as per the time this episode is recorded. We just did our first show as a band. Whoop whoop. And we just released our third single. Whoop whoop.
Yes.
But as per the time that this episode will be up and about on the cloud,
When will that be?
beginning of February.
Okay.
Yeah. That would be kind of the time after we publish our EP.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, for now, for
So we can talk about
for
both?
the upcoming EP, maybe you still don't sing backing vocals,
No.
but maybe for the second EP,
Yeah, but
we can you know.
I don't think we will use that in the recordings. Maybe just for live purposes, because in the or no, maybe at some point if we have to need a deep voice, but no.
Sometimes you just need stronger lower backings, maybe, and you can do a double.
Yeah, maybe.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's some live situations. I mean, Audrey is a really good singer, and she's
Yes.
and she's like her voice is mixing really well with Britta's, and it would there's some situations where Audrey is not really comfortable to sing the backings because she has to do a lot on piano, and especially with
the multitasking is difficult.
Yeah, it is.
And so I also thought maybe one of us can sing.
But then
some
you
backings.
also multitask, though.
Yeah, but I think in the beginning of Moments of Peace, which is
Oh yeah, but the beginning of Moments of Peace, the backings are quite high.
I know, but I mean I could just do them octave lower. Yeah, I mean we can try it. And yeah, this is actually the single that we released yesterday. No, not yesterday when the episode is coming out, but
as per the time we are recording this episode, it was yesterday. The single just was out yesterday. Per the time that this episode is up, is last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but still check it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I listened to it. I really liked it.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. Yeah.
Thanks.
There's a lot of piano in there.
Yeah.
I get stressed whenever we need to play that song. Because literally, like, the whole, like, I don't know, 1.5 minutes, it's just, like, basically piano and vocals.
Yeah.
And then I really, I'm so scared that I would press the wrong chord.
Yeah, but
like,
you're doing fine.
Huh?
You're playing it awesome.
Yeah, last time it was good.
Yeah, I mean, also in the radio show it was really good.
Yeah, that's what I mean by the last time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So about the band as well, we have released songs which Simon wrote. Actually, you wrote it for your bachelor arbeit, right?
The 5 songs we release on the EP are from my bachelor EP. And yeah, I kind of cooperated with Britta before because I was writing, arranging all the instrumental stuff, and I did demos of it. And Britta is kind of awesome when it comes to writing lyrics, and
just really quick.
Yeah, she's so fast.
Really
it's
quick
incredible.
in writing harmonies, and that's why I think we have touched this a little bit on the episode with Britta as well. Like when we recorded the Christmas album. It was also just like Audrey brings up something and be like, okay, let's work on it.
Yeah.
Be like in 2 hours it's done, kind of.
I mean, when I try to write lyrics, it takes a half of a lifetime with me. So
You don't write lyrics?
I mean, I did for Moments of Peace. That's the only thing that I did write the lyrics. But otherwise, I'm really glad when someone else is doing it. So I'm really glad that Britta is really... Also, like, I write the whole song like from start to finish, and there's the verse part, there's the chorus part, and the bridge part, and there's just the harmonies. Sometimes, especially in the verses, I never did the vocal melodies, and she's like just coming up with it so fast, and it's really always sounds good, and it's really cool to work with her actually. Sometimes in the chorus I have some fixed melodies that I also wanted to have in the singing melody, and I
basically you just throw ideas in and just like,
yes,
if you really want it, you will say to Britta, be like, I really want this melody. Or if you're kind of open, be like, yeah, I just thought of this melody, but it doesn't really need to be there. Or like, I mean, isn't that how we all work though? Also,
Pretty much, yeah.
right? Whenever, sometimes you also have that kind of thing, Fish, between the two of us, that you just be like, I'm really digging this, and then you put it in the song, or like, I'm not quite sure about this, and then you send it to another person, be like, do you have any better idea than me?
yeah, sure.
Also, another context, talking about like Bachelor EP and stuff, Felicia and Simon used to do songwriting and producing during this, like as the main subject
specialization.
Yeah. You guys used to do that, and I'm the odd one out. I did pedagogy.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we all are also teaching, how many places do you teach at?
So actually I work for 2 different music schools.
Only 2?
Yeah, but I have 3 days like that I work, and it's kind of mixed with one of them. I work in Freiburg normally at their place, and the other one is kind of a cooperation with what's it called? Primary school? The Grundschule?
Elementary school?
Elementary school, yes.
Yeah.
Grundschule.
Yes, and I also teach some kids there at the place of the elementary school. But it's also like just Einzelunterricht.
Private lessons, so like it's 1-to-1.
Okay.
So I come there, I get the student out of the class, and then we do the private teaching. Yeah. And so it's like this I do in 3 days, and then I have half of a day where I teach privately.
Privately, like private students. Yeah.
Yes.
So you don't teach any group lessons at all so far?
I have 2 where I have 2 students at the same time.
Oh, okay, 2 students, so double.
Yeah, it's like a
double lesson, but not like you're not coaching a band or a choir, as to say.
Not yet, because but just like band coaching would something that I would really love to do.
Yeah, because you're a multi-instrumentalist. You can talk to everybody, be like, hey, you should do this instead.
Yeah, that would be really cool, but maybe there's some offering in the future. I don't know. Yeah, let's see.
Right.
And I mostly teach drums. In the elementary school, I have to teach kind of everything that I do. So I have like 1 drum student there. Then I have a group of 2 guitar players and 1 bassist and 1 piano player. And
so you also teach piano. You're also taking our jobs. He is also taking our jobs.
More like your job, Audrey.
My job, yeah, because I'm the one in Germany. That's...
Yeah.
Should I think of you as a competitor now?
Well, I don't know. If you want to come to the school as well, then we can battle it out.
We battle it out. All right. Yeah. Fish, do you have anything to add? Do you want to add anything? You want to ask Simon about anything?
Yeah, no, because quite early on in the conversation, we were talking about, Simon, you were talking about having 3 projects going on.
Oh, yeah.
And so far we've only touched on one of them. So I was
yeah.
wondering what the other two were.
Yeah, good point. The second one is called Abe Academy. It's a band. There were two guys are from Lörrach, and also there's one guy that also studied in the same music college as we did. That's Sebastian Hayek. You guys know him really well, I think.
Yeah.
And that's a band that's playing music like in the style of maybe Rage Against the Machine. That was the first thing I was coming up with when I listened to the music. I really like it, and I've first heard them live before I joined them, and I was thinking, wow, that's a really good band, and right now I'm in it, so it's really cool. And yeah, it's kind of a different approach, I would say, than our band, especially in songwriting and composing, because we just do the songwriting in the rehearsal room. So someone's maybe coming up with a riff, or the singer says, just play that groove that sounds like this, or something like that, and then we kind of add the parts together. And yeah, that's something I never did before in that way, but it's a different approach, and it works also really well, I have to say. And yeah, that's
cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. Also I can listen to it on Spotify. There's 3 songs available. I did not play on them yet because I joined them 1.5 years ago, and there's all of the time there's the pandemic going on, so it was not really a good time to play live. Or
Wait,
so.
but if you say that as an excuse, our band of Dreams and Nightmares just basically active during the pandemic. We were not an active band before the pandemic.
Yeah, but through the pandemic there was also a lot of stuff that kind of were shifted, yes.
Yeah,
So
obviously.
So it was not really a good time to start with a band, but I'm still glad that I'm in it. And yeah, we're writing a lot of songs right now, so that we can, maybe put an album out in the future, maybe in 2022, but maybe it will be later a little bit.
Right now it's already 2022, you know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So later
but it's just
this
the
year.
start, so yeah.
Later this year. From Abe Academy, you mean?
Yeah, maybe, but I'm not sure if we can manage it.
We'll be waiting.
Yes, definitely.
We will try to make you accountable.
Yeah.
Hold you accountable for your words.
Let's see what it...
Where's the new stuff?
And
what is the other one?
Yeah, in this band I play drums as well, and in the other one I play bass, which is...
What is the other one? I don't think you've mentioned the name.
The other one's called Circus. That's also a metal band. Yeah, we kind of mix several styles in it, because also some of the songs were just ready before we start playing with the band. The guitarist wrote a lot of them.
Oh, so like Of Dreams and Nightmares kind of concept that the one person writes an entire...
Kind of, but we changed a lot of things in the rehearsal room as well. When he was bringing his demos, then we were just try to change some things that we thought maybe would be better. And also, there's also a lot of stuff that just comes up in the rehearsal room.
Okay. So it's kind of a mix.
Yeah, it's kind of the mix.
Mixed pickles. Okay.
Yeah. You know the drummer, because he was the guy that was filming the With You video.
Ah, Mark.
Mark, yes. He's the drummer.
Mark. So yeah, we, our band have 3 singles, and also one, right now is one music video.
Yeah. Yeah, just one.
For you, Felicia, we will spoil you. There's another coming. Kind of a self-made music video as well. But, I mean, as the time this episode is up, that music video is already up, but we are spoiling it to you right now, Felicia, 1 month in advance. Yeah.
Lovely.
We'll probably work on that after this recording. Honestly enough, musicians, we work all around the clock, all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
So what was the
I think I'm kind of good. I kind of now like have a better view of what you do and stuff. Do you have any other stuff you want to talk about, Fish?
Not really.
Or we can jump to our next favorite segment.
Let's do that.
Okay. So the next our favorite segment is kind
teaching?
of
Teaching? No.
No, we already touched on teaching.
Okay, fine.
So no. Sorry, Simon.
No, it's good.
Wrong guess. But recommendations. Oh, hold on. Before you start recommendations and stuff, Of Dreams and Nightmares is a symphonic metal band. What is actually a symphonic metal? Like, how do you explain it?
So it's kind of a mix between classical music and metal music. So we have a lot of the times we have a opera voice, opera female voice. It's mostly female voiced, and then there's also like classical elements that the piano tries to do in the live segment, and a lot of big symphonic metal bands actually record with orchestras.
Actual orchestra.
Yeah, I know that Nightwish, which is the biggest band in that genre, they recorded with the London Philharmonic Orchestra.
Oh,
yeah,
London Philharmonic.
yeah,
Wow.
and they did that for several albums, I guess, since 2004. And that is something I also wish to do at some point, if that's possible.
I mean, that would be cool.
That would be so awesome.
That would
Be so epic.
That would also leave a lot of stress from me.
Like, if we have the big orchestra in the background, also
Yeah.
live.
Yes, I have been coming with this idea that, we need to make backing tracks for like live performances, because sometimes my 10 fingers and my throat is not enough to support.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much layers that we can
many
do with the
layers.
orchestra stuff that we can just put in the recordings, but it's not really
Yeah.
possible to play them live. So
or get a second keyboardist.
yeah, that would be also possible. But
that's-
also
that's
then
a
we
lot of work.
yeah, and also then we would also need a choir
This
at some
stimmt.
point. So
Right.
yeah,
Backing track is the way to go.
yeah.
It's cheaper.
Oh yeah.
Way cheaper, yeah.
And also the big symphonic metal bands like Nightwish, I never saw them actually play live with an orchestra. That's kind
Nah.
of weird. I
Yeah.
hope they do that in the future, because I know that Metallica did it, and why? So
I mean, not talking in the metal region, talking in the more jazzy, fusion-y stuff. Snarky Puppy did with an orchestra, but it was also like a chamber orchestra. It was not a huge like symphony orchestra. Kind of like a smaller scale orchestra, but it is still an orchestra of some sort.
Mm.
Snarky Puppy, yeah.
Yeah, so in the genre we kind of have the mix between the classical elements and the metal elements. There's also, it kind of is a mix with power metal a little bit at some stages, which is really fast and also epic genre. Yeah, that's a key element, I think.
Cool. Now we can actually jump to our favorite segment. Recommendations. Do you have any song recommendations or like band or general music recommendations, or stuff that people should check out?
yeah, I mean, like I mentioned, Nightwish is one of my favorite bands that inspired me a lot to come up with this band. Yeah.
Do you have any specific album from Nightwish or specific performance song?
Mean, yeah, the first one I guess is Wishmaster. There's a lot of stuff in it on it that's not a lot of people know, but it's one of the albums that I really, really love. Because
I don't actually know that album.
No, we also did not play any of these songs.
I only know End of an Era.
Yeah, because on this End of an Era, but it's the live album.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like
okay.
I just know that album.
Okay. Yeah, Wishmasters, there's a lot of fast stuff on it.
Oh my god.
And even before there was the song Stargazers, which you did not want to play.
Yeah. So, of Dreams and Nightmares, funnily enough, we started actually as a band from the school, like a school project. For one semester, we were like basically Nightwish cover band.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, because we were discussing like what should we do, which songs as a Nightwish cover band.
Yeah.
Yeah, there have been discussions and there have been rejects from me because I do not want to kill my arm, because that was also the year that after I got my tendonitis.
Yeah.
So
there was a lot of stuff to do, because there was also where you had to play in a lot of 40 pieces, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so the only song that we played from that era was Over the Hills, Over the Hills and Far Away, which is a cover from Gary Moore actually. But the cover from Nightwish got really popular in Finland. I think it's one of the most popular songs to this date in Finland.
Oh, in Finland.
Yeah, in Finland the symphonic metal bands are huge. They're like the...
Yeah, I mean Nightwish is also a Finnish band.
Yeah. And yeah, this era is awesome. Then we have Once. We played 2 songs of them, Dark Chest of Wonders and Nemo.
Oh yeah, I like Nemo.
Yeah. And
are you lost? Yeah, the title is
No,
Nemo.
I'm like, I don't quite remember the... Okay.
Nemo,
Yeah.
like the fish, Nemo.
Yeah, okay.
well, yeah. Okay, and then there's an album which is called Imaginarum, and this...
We also played from that, right?
No, we did not.
But why do I know that album? Why do I feel like I know that album?
I reckon I wanted to play one of the songs, but it was kind of too much stuff in it, because there was so much orchestra.
What
and
is it?
Sorry?
What is the song?
I think Scare Tale was the song.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that title as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably it was one of the rejects.
So that one would be in 7.5 minute epic. And that's too much stuff that we had to...
Yeah, we were just... No, please
play.
don't kill Audrey yet. Thank you. Good. Thanks,
yeah,
Audrey.
that's the stuff about Nightwish. And also there's some other bands that kind of influenced me to write songs of Dreams and Nightmares, which there's one band that's called Beast in Black. There was also one song that we had in the radio show.
Bet on Black.
Beast in Black is the band called. Yeah.
Oh, the song request that you...
Yeah.
And
yeah, this is a band that's
I thought that inspired you to write Bet on Black.
No, it inspired me to write with you, actually.
Oh, okay.
So, With You is our first single, check it out. And yeah, it's kind of a band that is inspired by 80s a lot, and they had a lot of synthy sounds in it, and
fun.
Yeah, it's really fun, because also live when they play they have guitar choreographies and stuff like that.
Do they play guitar?
No, not really.
What a missed opportunity.
Yeah, true.
Right, thanks for the recommendations. Now Fishy, Felicia, do you have something?
Yes.
In the classical genre, probably?
No, I'm going out of the classical genre.
Surprise.
And I'm going to say my recommendation for this episode is a song from you guys, actually.
Oi.
The one that you guys just released
Oi.
as of the recording time.
Oi. Okay.
So, from Of Dreams and Nightmares, Moments of Peace.
Oh, wow.
That's my
Shameless
recommendation.
plug.
Thank you very much.
No, I really like
That's-
this. Because it's kind of different from like the previous two that you guys came up with. Because I felt like the other two, like With You and
Dreamer.
what's the other one? Dreamer, thank you. They started off already like kind of like on the higher energy. Was
Yeah.
kind of how I felt about it. Whereas like with Moments of Peace, it really started much more mellower, and there's a much longer build up.
I mean, it is generally like what is it called? A ballad.
Mhm.
It is generally a ballad. We kind of Simon kind of aimed for it as a ballad. So yeah, wow.
Thank you
Thank-
very much, Felicia. That's awesome.
Thanks. I thought the shameless plug were coming from the German side, and not
Nah.
from the other side of the world. But it is worldwide shame plugging today. We're just promoting the band. Woo! Yeah.
But I do like that song, so
Wow. Now I feel bad that I do not promote our stuff.
Yeah, well, promoting our stuff would be kind of weird.
Yeah, right. It's just like
If
when
you
a
have-
band wear their own merch. Sometimes I feel kind of weird,
Yeah.
but sometimes kind of makes sense as well. Like you have those T-shirts laying around. Why don't wear one of them if you
Yeah, well.
forgot to do laundry? No. Okay, and from my end, also to wrap up a little bit. I always wrapping up. I like wrapping up. This week I just watched 2 movies. One is West Side Story, but the new version, the 2021 version, directed by Steven Spielberg. Is that his name? Spielberg. Anyway, I mean the music is by Sondheim and Bernstein, so it's pretty epic, pretty amazing. Yeah, totally recommend that soundtracks for those who want to listen to awesome music. And another movie that I watched as well is Encanto.
I've been wanting to watch that.
That is, I like that a little bit better than Coco, but some of my friends, they said like, Coco is better. And I'm like, I disagree. I don't know. From my music point of view, I was more interested in Encanto. Like Coco was a bit too much, too much of the same flair, you know?
It's like Coco, the animated
Yeah.
film. Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, but Encanto is also like a Disney Pixar or
Mhm.
only Pixar. I kind of forgot. But yeah, but the music elements in Encanto for me were more of my taste and more of my, like it's more of a melting pot. It's not just like one genre.
Like there's more of a variety.
Yeah, more variety. It's not just one genre boosted into your face, like, because that's what I feel with Coco. And also if you listen to the instrumental version of the soundtrack from Encanto, really good. I mean, I always say that almost every episode, be like, oh, the production is really good, but I cannot lie. The production is really good. It sounds pretty awesome. Actually I heard the instrumental versions first by accident. A friend of mine played it on shuffle, and I was like, whoa, that's dope. What is that? And then be like, it's the soundtrack from Encanto. And I was like, I need to watch that movie. So that's that. So totally recommend those 2 movies and the soundtracks. The soundtracks are pretty damn bomb. Yeah. Oh wow, I cursed. I cursed. Anyway, that's it. Do you have anything to add? Yeah, just check our
Not from my side.
band
Simon,
out.
do you have anything to add?
Yeah, check our stuff. The 3 songs that are out, and also the EP, which is
The EP that should be out by the time this episode is up. We keep repeating that sentence, but it's okay.
So right now I can spoil the title, right?
Yes, you can spoil the title.
No, it's the title. And all the songs as well.
So the title is will be Sandglass, and the other 2 songs will be Bed on Black, like you did.
Bed on Black, I also already spoiled that, and
A Self-Seeker's Tale.
Self-Seeker's Tale. And the 3 previous singles that we have released will also be in the EP. So check that out. Yeah. So thanks, Simon, for your time.
No problem, it was a pleasure.
Thanks, Felicia, for being here with us as well, although this episode we didn't talk that much. Sorry.
No, it was very fun to listen.
Okay. And thanks for everybody for listening. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.